That one was weak. It was pretty bad. Alright, welcome everybody to another episode of Deep Thoughts and Whiskey Shots. It's your host once again, James, and then as always my co-host.
Me, Blade, the degenerate extraordinaire. Sorry, I'm a little razzle-dazzled over here. Got a new little camera stand, trying to get situated.
Just to kind of be completely transparent, this was kind of a rushed episode just because we all have things going on in our life and everything. So, for a little scrabbly, my bad, So, how's everything been going for you this week, bro?
Pretty good. Been stressful. Been prepping for that gun show that I was talking to you about and all that good stuff.
Oh yeah, you've been doing a lot of them. Just that extra money, I'm sure, helps and stuff. So yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, this whiskey is definitely deserved, I'll be honest with you.
Well, then, on that note, then before we get going, you want to go ahead and do the reveal of what we got today?
Yeah, I got you guys.
All right.
So today, we have got a little bit of Crown Royale peach. My favorite, if you ask me.
Same thing that Mario and Bowser be fighting over.
A different peach, if
Yeah,
you know
peach,
what I'm saying.
you know what I'm saying?
I could eat a peach for hours.
You know what I'm saying? Alright.
Sorry, I had to do it.
It's so fucking bad.
Anyway, would you like a shot, my man?
Oh, yeah, a shot, or are we going to just pour up into our sweet teas?
Either way.
How about both? How about we go ahead and pour up for the long haul, and then we'll have a shot first. Just so you know, we've put away a lot of this, but what?
You want more?
Yeah, man, come on. What was that? It's been a long day. This is a working man's drink. Thank you, sir.
There you go. And then I've got a horn over here.
I know. Go ahead and show the people the horn. Show them how horny you are today, degenerate.
Hold my mic.
Now I'm on Blade's side. Back to me. And he's got the horn. He lines up his shot and he pours. Oh, what a magnificent... Jesus Christ, what a pour. I gotta give you one of them. Damn, you feel that? Oh, you already had the tea in there. That's right. That's
true.
My bad. I was like, damn, that's a lot of fucking shit.
I like alcohol, but not that much, man.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, like I was saying though, we definitely put away a lot of Crown Royal in our day. Like that's kind of been one of our go-tos. You know what I mean?
You know what, my man? Cheers to a hard week.
Cheers.
And to kick another one's ass. Hey.
Always.
And may good fortunes be upon you guys as well.
Very nice. Always a good combination, that sweet tea with the peach.
True Southerner's delight.
Hearsay.
I'll say.
I say. So on that note, what would you say be some of your favorite whiskeys, bro? We've done a lot of whiskeys and stuff, and just kind of I hate to bring up the basics like Jack Daniels and Jim Beam and stuff. Like I'm more of a I'm gonna throw a couple of them out there, and then you tell me which one So would you say Jack or Jim?
Ooh, damn, that's a big tie, but I'm gonna go Jack.
Okay. Jack or Crown?
Crown.
Okay. Let's see, what's another one we've had? The Dickel. How would you rate that?
The Dickel is really good, but I don't rate it better than Crown.
Crown does kind of take that top spot.
Rye. It was a rye whiskey, by the way, so it was a little bit stouter.
Right.
And it's kind of like a different thing. Like in rye whiskeys, I really like smoking cigars with them. Because they got that nice
just that
bite.
taste. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it tastes so good. I'm that kind of whiskey goer.
I mean, it's one of those things like once you know like the good combination of stuff you like, it just kind of blends in naturally, So, let's see, what's some of the other stuff? Johnny Walker's one of my favorites personally. Johnny Walker Black Label. Remember we had some of that, some real good shit.
Oh boy, that was a good night at 2K.
Do we have the Johnny Walker for 2K or?
Yeah, no, it was New Year's and 2K.
Bro. Yeah, we were playing 2K. That's right. Yeah, most of our stories back then were playing 2K.
Yeah, honestly, I still beat his team at 5 Jordans. I don't care what anybody says.
Whatever. The overall record's still like 1,000,000-1.
It's only happened twice. I swear to God.
I don't even know if it happened twice. He says twice. I mean, if he says so, I honestly don't believe twice. But that's just what he says.
I am not a crook.
That man that said it was also a crook. Okay, let me think some of them. I like that Proper 12, pretty good stuff. I mean, at least for me.
Oh, yes, Proper 12.
Proper 12 whiskey. Not just because it's, Conor McGregor shit like that, but it's actually pretty smooth, good whiskey, I like it. Not bad.
I remember drinking that.
Yeah, I had that
during
too.
Those days. Yeah, it was really good.
It was good and smooth. You get a lot for the bottle too, which is nice. you know, when you're real broke, Maker's Mark always gets you across the finish line.
Maker's Mark is good.
It does what it needs to do. What was that one we tried, man? That was like, if we weren't such southern hard drinking men, we would have just thrown it out the window. It was bad. What was that?
I know. I don't think you're talking about the Tabasco one because I still have that.
Nah, man, that's probably why it sucks, man. Because that was bad.
I keep that around like it's Superman's kryptonite with Batman. I just keep that stuff around just to make sure.
I cannot stand that Tabasco bullshit, man. I will throw that bottle through a door next time. I've already warned you about that shit. That Tabasco stuff. If you like that, cool on you. It ain't for me. I ain't about that.
I got him to try a little bit, and he was like, ah.
I took one shot, and I was like, I don't like Tabasco as it is. Like, Tabasco's not my big thing. So whenever I was like, Tabasco and whiskey, and the same thing with that pickle bullshit you tried to bring me. I was like, okay,
that was just pickle beer. Chill out. That was good. That was refreshing. It was a summer day, and you needed it.
The good thing about it was, no hangover because you kind of rehydrate with the dehydration.
You get what I'm saying? I mean, with beer in general.
Yeah,
I mean, unless you're hitting those high APVs or IPAs and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. But, I mean, you gotta really be kind of a beer snob to be focusing on that kind of shit. I feel like. I mean, I don't know. I know a lot of people.
I'm not a beer snob, but I got a lot of beer snob friends.
Yeah. I see. I'm not the biggest IPA guy. Like, it's okay. You know what I mean? It's
some of
delicious. Some of them. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Maybe I just don't know what really classifies as an IPA versus like a beer or a lager or whatever. My Irish ass just kind of throws back anything you call beer or alcohol.
We should do a little video about that then. We should get like a little flight of beers and whiskeys.
So if you guys want to see that, next time we'll have deep shots and beer shots. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Little 4-ounce beers.
Yeah, maybe we can find one of those like around the world things. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that'd be nice.
Because like that kind of goes into another I like a Heineken, and that's Heineken's Germany or Amsterdam, right? One of them.
I think Netherlands, yeah.
One of them up there. St. Pauli's Girl's a good one. I drink that just because my dad used to like that shit. So St. Pauli Girl's not bad. Guinness is good, but you gotta be a real stout man to drink that Guinness and enjoy it.
I love Guinness.
I gotta be in the mood for it, but I like it. I love it, but I gotta be in the mood.
I am always in the mood for a nice, good Guinness. That nice fucking head that everybody wants and looks for.
Yeah.
Oh.
See, that's the thing too. Is like I feel like if I'm gonna drink Guinness, I gotta get it from a bar. Like it's gotta be poured in a pint. Like I can't have Guinness at home. It's not the same. Like I need Guinness.
I can. Like the little keg things they had were cool.
Okay, yeah, that. But if it's like I'm talking about like the bottled Guinness, like I can't do that. It's gotta be either the keg style where I can pour it up and have the foam, or it's gotta be at the bar where it's like the carbonated whatever. Like Guinness is meant to be enjoyed like bar style, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily in a bar, like by the draft. There you go. That's the word.
It's supposed to be draft.
It's supposed to be a drinking person. Can't think draft. But yeah,
that's fine. I got them, boys.
But yeah, like that. It's definitely got to be draft style for Guinness. Shit with beers, like I just love that horn.
I do too, bro. It's so fucking classy.
I gotta get me one of them as soon as I get the chance.
I'm gonna make a little holster for it actually that I can wear. Heads up, guys! I'm getting a kilt. It's gonna be great.
Can't wait till we have that episode.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah. And then, I'm always a Miller High Life person. I know a lot of people are like, that's such poor beer or whatever, but like, shit's classic, it's good, Champagne and beers, not bad at all. I don't like Bud Light. I'm just gonna keep it real. I'm not a Bud Light guy. They're okay. I'm just not really too much of a Bud Light guy. What's that?
Nothing.
Do you like Bud Light?
No. I do not like Bud Light. Yeah. I was just making weird assumptions in my head. Like, it's because of all the current things.
Oh no, I didn't like Bud Light for a long time. Like I'm just not one. Like I don't like Budweiser. Like Budweiser to me is like, it's just I don't know.
It's like my viewpoint on Natural Light.
Yeah.
No offense to everybody who loves that stuff. No, it's just if you drink enough of it, like really really fast, like 8 cans, say, right, in about a minute, it acts like one Shiner.
Now Shiner is where to go. Shiner's where it's at. Like I said, Miller High Life is where it's at. That
is my favorite beer, Shiner. So it goes Shiner, Guinness, an Elysian Space Dust. It's an IPA.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Let's see, and then a really fucking awesome Blue Moon.
Blue Moon's not bad. I like Blue Moon.
Like you get it done right. Like it's just like the Guinness. It's got to be out of the draft.
Yeah.
They've got to cut a nice fat orange slice for you, right?
Yeah, okay, you're talking about a true blue moon.
A true blue moon. And then
good, yeah.
and they squeeze one fucking slice into the actual drink on the top, so it gives you that tang.
You ever had it where they had the little bit of lemon, a little bit of lime juice, and then they put the orange? Kind of gives it like a real tropical fruit flavor taste to it, but like only the initial flavor. What's good about it is like the initial is kind of like, you know, Sprite on beer or whatever, like a little bit of that fruitiness, but then afterwards it's just that stoutness of like a Blue Moon, you know.
Nice.
And it's, you know, it's like Blue Moon's not quite that like the stoutest of all, but it's got enough of it where it still tastes like you're drinking.
It's a Belgian white.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see if I had to rank mine. So that was that 4 or 5? Give me your top 5. So you said Shiner, Guinness,
Elysian Space Dust.
Yeah, which is an IPA.
Yeah. And then I said the
Blue Moon with an orange. A true Blue Moon.
Yeah. What would be my 5th one? It would probably be the pickle beer. Yeah, we'll go pickle beer.
This motherfucker.
And it is not to spite you. I really do like that pickle beer.
I feel like it's just to spite you.
Fucking good, dude.
No, let's
drop a little beer salt in there.
No. I'm gonna drop you because I feel like that is just to spite me now. All of a sudden,
I really do like the pickle beer. It's really good.
He actually does. Like I can't tell you how many times I would come over to hang out and just chill and shit, and he just have those cans.
Yeah, like fucking.
Just cans. Just cans of pickle beer.
They were on sale. Nobody likes it but me, apparently. I was just like, oh, hell yeah. Thanks, Kroger.
I don't see him anymore. Like, I'm sure he drank them all up because that shit's crazy.
No, that's somebody else. I've been fighting over the hordes of them for eons now.
You and the customer just fighting over all of them.
Honestly.
The sales are so
was it
good.
Dave? Did he have a goatee?
Oh, that was him.
Fuck.
Yeah, Dave.
I'll get you, Dave.
He literally got it before they took it off the truck. It was crazy.
Damn, he slipped them like a bill or two. I don't know.
Billy each. No, I mean for that they just handed it to him here. If you get it off the truck, we don't give a fuck. He said just take it, you know. Let's see if I had to rank my top 5. Shiner's number 1. That's my go-to always. Nah, motherfucker.
I know you a Texan boy too. I know. I love you.
Shiner,
I love
man.
you.
Shiner's
we get along. That's why I bring 2 cases of Shiner whenever I come over.
No shit. At my wedding, how many did we have? 5 cases of Shiner.
Yeah, I brought 2 of those.
I had like the 136 pack, so, and then Ricky I think brought a couple, so I mean we had.
See, this is my thought process. I know you love Shiner as much as I do, and I'm like, man, I go through a case myself.
Yeah, because I mean beer don't hit. Like it really don't hit. Beer's for fun, you know what I'm saying? Like I hate to say it like an alcoholic because we're really not alcoholics. We don't drink all the time. Like it's really more like, for me it's more when I do this podcast and every now and then. I know Blade.
I was on the verge of it. I was on the verge of it. I can tell you that much, but I'm good now.
Listen, here's the thing. We've all had our moments where we've probably been close, and especially as a man, you go through some shit, and, you know, look, I'm not saying turn to substances and abuse them and stuff, but every now and then you just got to have a moment where you can sit back and just have a few days where you just kind of get drunk and out of your mind. I know a lot of people don't understand that, but, like, as long as you're at home and not hurting nobody, like, you kind of just don't let it be an everyday thing, you know what I mean? Like, make sure it's somewhat reasonable, you know, and I feel like every now and then you gotta let yourself just completely unwind like that. Like, hey, I'm gonna get blackout drunk in my own house and throw up a little bit, regret this in the morning, and then, you know, everything straightens back up. You know,
Prep for it.
Yeah, do it. Be prepared.
Do it responsibly.
Have like some liquid IV or some shit at, you know, just be at home. Like, you know, lose your own car keys. Just do it at home. Let me think my top 5. So Shiner's number 1, then probably Miller High Life for me. I love Miller High Life.
Wow, you're such a working class hero.
Dude, I just love it, dude. Like, that's like my favorite shit. Like, between that, like, that's damn near Shiner. Like, you could have one or the other, and I wouldn't be able to choose. Like, I'd probably be Shiner because I put that as number 1. But like, if you're like, oh, we have Miller High Life, bet, motherfucker. You know what I mean? So it's Shiner, Miller High Life.
One of my boss at the comic book shop used to drink. You made me say Heineken, Miller High Lifes.
Yeah.
And he drank them so much, like after shifts and shit like that, that he had a whole fridge in the back.
I mean, dude, it's like, it's a good price and it's a good beer. Like, no bullshit. It's a good price, good beer. Like, you get, and I'm a bottle baby. I don't really like beer out the can. I like it out the bottle. And out the bottle, like, Miller High Life might be the best. Like, Shiner out the bottle is great too, but Miller High Life out the bottle is like the best.
Shiner's even better out of the draft as well. I mean, it's just the draft. The draft
there's
is something special about that kind of bar where they're just like, what do you need? All right, pour it up. And then they...
So number 3 is Rolling Rocks. That's number 3.
Oh, what is Rolling Rocks?
You never had Rolling Rocks?
No.
I believe it's somewhere here in Texas that they made it, but it's like a...
Hold, please.
It's a real light beer. It's kind of like that Blue Moon Belgian White you were talking about, but yeah, I love Rolling Rocks. Rolling Rocks is a good beer. I'm gonna say it's here in Texas. As you can clearly see, I got a real Texan beer selection going on, like the working class hero beer selections.
Hey.
Is it Texas?
Anheuser-Busch.
No, it's a Busch product. I didn't know that.
It is. Local beer in western Pennsylvania where he was born and raised. On the playgrounds where he spent most of his days.
Chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool, shooting some b-ball outside the school.
I don't remember the rest of it. I know some fucking fools come up and fuck with them. And
there was a couple of guys
causing up to no good. Fuck you, alright?
There was a couple of guys up to no good, causing trouble in the neighborhood.
He knows more Fresh Prince
than
I do.
He got one little fight. His mom got scared and...
Sending you to your auntie and uncle.
And she said, I'm sending you to your auntie and uncle up in Bel Air.
Man, I get the point. I get the general idea. That shit happened, alright? He got sent to the other place. It was a bad day in Philly. Somebody threw D batteries and fists.
Dude, how bad of a day do you have to have in Philly to get sent all the way to Bel Air? That sounds like a vacation, you know what I'm saying? Like, get out of Philly, go to Bel Air. Like, damn. Well, maybe back then, not now, but back then, maybe.
It's one of those blue-collar punishments.
Yeah, no shit. Okay, let me get through my list. I will never finish this.
I know. Rolling Rocks is the last one you stuck to it.
Yeah, we need to try this. Like, you'll like Rolling Rocks, bro. Like I'm telling you,
is it a lighter beer?
Yeah. It's almost like a clear. Like, I don't know what you call a clear beer. I think it might be a lager, but
it's hard to find apparently. I wonder if it's because it's still just local in western Pennsylvania.
I've had it here a lot, so I don't know. I really don't know, dude. Like,
Huh,
I literally, my dad's the one that put me onto that. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I know about it. So Rolling Rock.
Man, that's an old beer too, bro. I mean, like 1939.
Dude, if you listen to my beer selections, it's all old shit.
Yeah,
like,
you're about to be like the oldest man in the room right now.
I'm not good at technology, and I'm good with building shit in my hands. So yeah, I'm probably an old man.
He eats a lot of meat and carries a big stick too. It's weird.
A big what? What did you say about my stick? Oh, sorry. Yeah, I definitely could.
They don't get that content here. They get that content on the other channel.
Subscribe to the OnlyFans, people. Yeah, no, definitely. I could have survived in the 80s. I definitely fit that whole profile and vibe.
I feel like you would have had a porn stash.
I mean, it would be the same goatee just because it would have been this.
You still would have had the hair.
Yeah, it would have been everything. Dude, like literally, I mean, think about the ponytail, long hair, the beard, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's all right there anyways. Like, I just got my dad's leather jacket, you know what I'm saying? So I'm right there. I'm ready for the 80s. So Rolling Rock.
I immediately start thinking about
Dos Equis.
Oh, yes. The most interesting man is what I was going to say.
Yeah.
The fucking jacket.
So those two are similar to me. But, like, Dos Equis has more of, like, that Mexican beer taste. Like, I know you know what I mean when I say that.
Okay.
It just has that particular Mexican beer taste.
It's got that spice.
Yeah, like that just... Little bit of spice.
Have you ever had a taqueta?
Yeah, those aren't bad either.
They're not bad. They kind of remind me of Dos Equis. Just a little too spicy, if you will.
Dos Equis? Not Dos Equis. Fuck, it's the little bottles. Not Corona. Shit. Anyways, I'll probably think about it randomly later. I know we used to have a lot of them in the fridge because we had like the dark version of it, and I didn't really care for the dark version, but the light version is decent. Okay, so I said High Life. It's High Life, Shiner High Life, Rolling Rocks, Dos Equis, and then probably Heineken. Yeah, Heineken.
Heineken's pretty good.
I like Heineken. See, I like my beers really not like Guinness is probably like a top 6. Like that's what I was trying to decide. Guinness or Heineken because it's really right there. But Guinness is more like if I'm drinking Boilermakers and trying to party. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh God.
Then it's time for Guinness.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So that's drinking for effect, everybody.
Yeah.
Drinking for effect.
Like, remember when I say like beer doesn't hit me? Guinness is the one beer that will hit me if I have enough of it. So like I think Guinness will hit anybody if they have enough of it.
Dude, Guinness is like eating a meal, bro. I'll be honest with you.
Dude, yeah, you can't eat and drink Guinness, dude.
I am the man for that challenge, bro. Every time.
Steak.
Look, man.
Eat a steak and drink your
every time we go to San Antonio to visit Grandpa Bigfoot, he looks like Bigfoot whenever he gets his beard all.
But he's a short guy, which is really funny about it. He's not a big guy, yeah.
He's one with nature, though. every time we go down to visit there, we go to this Irish pub down on the Riverwalk, right?
Right.
And so much so we've become seasonal regulars.
Nice.
And every time I go there, I get at least 3 Guinnesses, and I eat a shepherd's pie there.
Dude, those tortillas you be getting from San Antonio be hitting like a motherfucker.
I told you, bro. I told you, bro. Martha's got the hookup around the block, bro.
Martha?
Yeah.
It's funny, that's such a white name. Martha.
Martha.
I guess as long as you say it the right way. Yeah, so we talked about the beers, we talked about the whiskey. What was the other thing we were talking about earlier today? Oh, so I went to the Main Street Festival we had in our local town, Texas Anywhere, Texas.
Oh, what'd they have there this year?
They actually went all out this year, bro.
Oh, no shit?
No shit. They had like 2 Ferris wheels. They had a whole shit ton of rides. Like, it was actually really worth the time going out there.
Damn.
I mean, we were out there for like 4 or 5 hours, rode every ride like 2 or 3 times, you know, got the unlimited pass or whatever, so it made it worth it. I got my scary ass up on a Ferris wheel. I don't like heights. Heights are not my thing, especially, well, I don't mind heights if I'm in control. Like, I could ride a boom lift up that high, but if I'm not in control of the lift, then no, can't do it. So, like, Ferris wheel and shit like that, But I did it today for the girls, and, you know, that was cool.
You know what'll fix that?
What's
that fear of heights?
Just do it.
You should come jump out of a plane with me.
Just go fuck yourself.
Why not?
That's
all right, how about a helicopter? You want to jump out of a helicopter?
Only if it's barely starting to hover.
I was going to say no, we can't do that because that's still dangerous.
That's probably more dangerous.
It is more dangerous
because you're right there, but just come right back down. It's like a celebrity deathmatch episode. Some ridiculous shit.
Boy, that is a good show.
Yeah, I missed that show. It's one of those shows I missed, to be honest with you. You know, we got to talk about that too one day, but. A lot of the TV.
Favorite shows growing up that you weren't supposed to be watching because we know you and I were both up before or after everybody was asleep.
Listen, man, I was that kid that was wondering why the Girls Gone Wild commercials with the ads. I just wanted to see what was behind them ads so bad when I was growing up, man.
It's disappointing, honestly.
Yeah. And that's the thing. It's like then you actually see it and it's like, oh,
nah.
They're not all a great set.
Damn.
Like every now and then you see one that changes your life, especially as a young man. You're like, holy shit.
This is sad and makes me feel desperate.
Those are titties. But you know, then some of them you're like, oh, especially like whenever they show like the really good ones, and then it's like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's just the truth, you know. And probably the same way about the man swinging meat. You know what I mean?
Welcome to the joy of time and how it erodes everything, including joy.
Yeah, and then the funniest thing is like. Shocker, the guy who did the Girls Gone Wild video was actually getting fucking underage girls to do the video.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Shocker.
I heard about that. There was also a video game that did that. It was an adult video game that was kind of like a striptease kind of thing that did quizzes and stuff. And it was like...
oh yeah, some of the girls were underage, come to find out.
3 of them.
3 of them, yeah.
And they provided fake IDs, but it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah, because they still were publishing a video game forever. Like,
exactly.
If you have a copy of that game, you have them underage girls on your shit.
Exactly.
Doesn't mean you just go find that shit, you sick fucks.
That makes me wonder about that.
That's crazy, right?
Like, does that count as child, you know...
Absolutely.
Charlie Papa? Does it count as Charlie Papa?
If you buy it for the intent of Charlie Papa. But it's like one of those things, like, it's one of those funny things, it's like...
Is it like an intent thing, or is it just like, immediately evil?
I feel like it's one of those things, like, if you buy the game, and there's like... 8 other girls on the game that you know for sure, you know what I'm saying? You just make sure you never view them 3, even out of curiosity.
Is that with the knowledge or not knowing?
Like with the knowledge, obviously. Like if you
still seems bad to me, dude.
But I mean, it's obviously bad. But it's like here's the thing: is like with 0 knowledge and then fully developed looking, what's the difference between? Now I won't say what's the difference. That's probably fucked up. But like,
I love this steel man shit that we're doing. I love it.
Well, no. I'm not trying to listen. I'm not for any of it. I'm saying like if you bought the game thinking everybody's 18, like in your head you think everybody's 18.
Hence the disclaimers they always have on the hentai games. I don't know this.
Yeah, I mean he's a dickhead. He fucking knows it. We can pull up.
All right, yeah. I don't know why I'm hiding it. You guys know. I've done it.
What is this? It's even in my camera angle, but he's got his lube all right on camera for you. It's right there by the computer.
You know, looks like that was one of those little mess ups we were talking about. Please forgive us. You know what? If you could, hey, blur that shit out.
It's impossible. I'm just gonna blow it up and make it 2.
I know.
So make it 3 times the size, please.
Please don't do that. Don't do that. You know what? I don't care.
Do it.
See if we can get some money out of this.
Make sure it looks like a 55-gallon drum of whatever brand he's got going on.
Yeah, actually, the name is actually showing. So if you can, reach out to him. See if we can't do it. Either digitize it out,
yep,
or embolden it. I don't care.
either get us paid or
give me the bag.
Get us the bag.
I'm just kidding. I've never really liked that.
As he has 2 bottles of lube right by his fucking computer. You've lost.
That's a fucking coincidence, honestly.
You've lost, bro. There's no way.
What are you talking about? That's just like that. Okay. That's a natural
one. Is it
one.
your mother's lube? Like, what do you mean? There's no way around this. That is your goon chair and your goon spot with your goon lube right there. There's no way around it.
This is just like that conversation we were talking about earlier. You're just talking facts. I mean,
it's strictly facts, bro. Like, I'm not even trying to like, he's a degenerate extraordinaire. He's living up to the name. What do you want me to say? I didn't even notice over there until I'm looking at my camera, and over Goku's poor fucking moral wholesome right shoulder is fucking lube. So I'm like, what's going on over here? Oh, that's what we're doing now?
Oh yeah, I forgot you have a little pipe, but yours not really a pipe. Mine's an actual pipe.
What's disappointing about it is if you look at it, it has a hole, like you should be able to smoke from it, but there's like, I
can fix that for you.
I bet if there's a, really?
Probably.
Alright, take this after the episode and fix that for me, please. Anyways. But yeah, like, I feel like that's a moral dilemma. Like, if you think everybody's 18 and then they tell you that, and then like one of the girls comes to find out it's 16 or 17, you know what I'm saying? And like, there's no obvious clues. Like, if it's like all our girls are tattooed, and then you got the ones that aren't tattooed, it's like, yeah, you know, it's kind of why. But I mean, it wasn't that, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not now. I'm saying, like, if you are one of those people that's like, I'm gonna go pay thousands of dollars for this game because I know it has underage girls on it, and someone's gonna sell it to me, then yeah, you need to go ahead and just fuck yourself and swing from them chandeliers like that one girl says in that song, and just end it for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because no, like I said, with no form are we condoning anything. All I'm saying is if you bought that back in the day before it came out, you're not guilty. That's all I'm saying. Now, if you go back after the knowledge and you look at them 3,
if you bought it after the date the lawsuit happened,
yeah, shame on you. Or if you had it beforehand and then you went back and looked at them 3. Now, what if they were your favorite before you found the knowledge, and then you're like, oh, fuck.
Damn it. What does that say about you?
But then what if you're 16 when you buy the game? So it's like they're your favorite at 16.
How did you buy that at 16? That's my question.
Come on, man. You don't have Playboys and all sorts of shit.
Your parents bought it for you?
No, it's like your parents bought it for themselves, and you went and snuck and played it. Whatever. It's like Laser Suit Larry. A lot of people got away with Laser Suit Larry because they didn't realize it was such a porn game.
Well, I mean, that's what it started out as.
Yeah, but I'm talking about, like, older generations. Like, you got away once it was on the GameCube and away from like the mainstream for a while from older eyes, you could get away with Laser Suit Larry.
I'll be honest, I'm not really. I feel like I'm desensitized by a lot of games because of like my cousins.
You literally play Orc Hentai 3 or whatever it is.
Whoa, you are just making some belligerent lies. What is that actually?
Just because I mixed the words.
It's 2 things. It's Orc massage. That's all. That's it. And you
Hentai 3.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, it's Hentai 3 Octave 99 to Hentai Tentacle Edition.
You can't convince me
otherwise. 69.
Yeah, you can't convince me otherwise. Like, there's got to be some shit like that on your shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just convinced.
One day, I'm just gonna let you sit in the goon chair and let you.
Just whatever happens, right?
Thank you. You understand? Yeah. Yep. Clap.
Yeah, clap.
Hey, Blades, camera's back.
Yeah, just ignore that, Spencer. You know what to do.
So before Spencer block all this out, just cut your shit out and add, do the thing.
Yeah.
Cut all this bullshit out. Love you. Bye.
I mean, or keep it. Fuck it. This is the behind the scenes shit. Who cares?
Yeah.
So before we lose too much of this episode, because we are, like I said, trying to rush and keep it a little bit shorter this week, we were talking about crazy conspiracy theories that we have and stuff like that, and what would you say? Well, you posed the question to me, so go ahead and ask the question to the audience that you said to me. So go ahead and tell me what you told me.
So you guys out there, as
you point the horn. Yeah.
As I drink my horn. What is your favorite conspiracy theory? Because I know a lot of conspiracy theories, and I know a lot of theorists out there really love sharing all that shit. So, like, what's your favorite one?
That you've never seen me and Thor in the same building?
And
Thor.
That's okay. I guess that is. Yeah.
Okay. Alright, enough.
Whatever.
Where's
your belt?
Excuse me? So I gotta take my belt off? Don't let me do it.
Please don't Conor McGregor me.
Nah, well, it's Conor 2 belts, McGregor.
Give me your belt.
Give me your milk joke. So you asking in terms of like funny to me, or like I believe, or both? I'd be like, okay.
We'll do the plus minus. All right.
Okay.
Plus side.
Okay.
Things that you think that could possibly be true.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And then minus side, things that you think are fucking just crackpot bullshit that...
Get out of here, Grandma Joe.
It's been affected by my SCP that we made.
Oh, okay. Homeless crazy guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
See previous episodes for more.
Yeah. Like, subscribe, watch everything in between. Baby. Alright, so go ahead. Start telling me something. Go.
Alright. The conspiracy theory that is kind of now debunked, I think, from the JFK files, that the CIA was the one that actually killed him.
It's debunked? Or has it just been proven
true?
true?
So...
I don't think so, bro. I think they just released more documents saying like
that kind of skirt around the fucking thing, because I haven't read the documents yet.
I honestly haven't either.
They came out a while ago.
It was like 2020. It was when they were trying to distract us from the virus and shit. But it was like, take that. It was one of those things where it was like, I remember saving them to read them, and I got so busy I never had time. Excuse me, that was a Southern tea burp. I mean, I still believe. I mean, the JFK thing is so fucking crazy because it's like he gets shot in a weird way from a weird angle, and then whenever he gets arrested,
it seems like it's 3. I mean,
well, can I fucking finish?
No.
Okay.
It's our show.
That would make you a bad whore if you never let the client finish. Boom. Anyways.
Well, as the resident degenerate. Please continue.
Yeah, please finish. No, but I was just saying, like, it's just a weird thing whenever it's like the guy that shoots him gets arrested and then he gets shot by a random mafia member in the middle of downtown Dallas, fucking police officer, police station. And it's like, and they just let him walk right back out the fucking door, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like, okay, something's going on around here. So, like, I even feel like if it was debunked, there's something more to that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it's true. I mean, because the Cuban Missile Crisis was going on, Vietnam and all that shit, and not wanting to go to war.
A bunch of shit, not to mention Cold War. I mean,
or
at least the after bits?
No, the Cold War was more the 80s.
It was in the height, right?
No, it was before, because Kennedy was in the 60s. You're thinking Vietnam. Because you gotta remember, he got shot up and then Nixon took over, and then it was Lyndon B. Johnson, and then right into Vietnam. So
that whiskey is really destroying my brain.
So, hey, remember, these are really deep topics spoken by some real dumbasses. We're just trying, all right? So
grain of salt.
Everything, yeah, grain of salt, everything.
Grain of salt.
We will eventually get better about doing research and but right now we're just having fun, so fuck you.
Yeah, this honestly was down and dirty, so let's keep on going.
And listen, this is one of those few episodes, like I said, it was rushed. And I haven't eaten much today. We've been drinking. So you're getting the real...
He might die.
You would wish. Bring you the ratings.
No.
A day
I don't wish that upon you, brother.
A world without James would be sad for a lot of the people I know is close to me. And I don't mean that cockily. I just mean, like, you guys don't realize how much I am one of those people that's always there for their friends.
I just don't want the extra responsibility of taking care of your people now.
I mean, that would go directly on you.
I know.
You were one of my groomsmen. That's why I selected you.
Small bullshit.
Listen, Spencer's got the best man role, so I know that.
Oh, I could probably pawn it off on him.
Previous episode.
I'm gonna pawn it off on him, everybody.
No, you still got. You're like my second best man, so you still got like a third of the responsibility. You're right there. Yeah. Okay, so what else? What's another one? So I feel like there was more conspiracy about Kennedy. So what else you got?
Okay, there was another lizard people. I love that conspiracy.
So what is the real conspiracy of lizard people other than that they think people are lizards living underground or something shit like that?
That they've been here for thousands of years and they're, reptilians run the U.S. government. It's real because it's on the internet.
That's one of those ones that I feel like that's more like a lower Lovecraftian like fantasy type thing.
Oh, there's one that I recently learned about. Hold on, let me see if I can.
But before we get into that, I put this just so everybody knows. I put lizard people and crab people in the same list, and the only reason why I think those two are like the animals that they choose is because if you look at the evolutionary chain, everything leads into a lizard or reptile or a crab. So we eventually will become crab people or lizard people, but that's not who's running the government.
Oh, what is that? That's a fucking belief.
That's a real thing, dude. There's like 13 species that their final evolution was a fucking version of a crab. And if you think about what a crab is, it is literally like the ultimate being in a lot of ways. Like, other than when a manta ray comes around town. But like, I mean, you have like an ultra power, like, dude, like those crabs that have the giant pinchers that put out some crazy horsepower. You know what I mean? Like, it's ridiculous. And then on top of that, your armor.
Carcinization. That's what it was. I remember. Oh my god. You brought back something that just. You unlocked a memory, my brother.
You're welcome.
So we were sitting at work. I was working at the gun range whenever I was not a gunsmith. And I kept convincing everybody that everything turns to crabs, and I brought up that exact fucking thing.
Right.
Like, look, these 12 fucking things turned into crabs. So what is it? What are you talking about? Everything turns to crabs.
Blade, I'm your final evolution. The crab version of Blade.
Crab people looking ass.
I had 2 claws.
I don't like that.
And a tiny crab dick. It's not a good evolution, Blade. Don't make it go. Stay where you're at, Blade. Final crab Blade. It's miserable, Blade. You don't wanna be me.
I don't want to lose my dick.
They'll be gone, Blade. Unnecessary in the final evolution. You'll reproduce asexually, but it is not worth it, brother. Especially once you've checked off once, you'll always want it again. But as a crab with a claw, you can't jack off, Blade. You can't jack off. You get too excited and squeeze, Blade. Squeeze. Not worth it.
Yeah. I was gonna ask that question. So, do you have like telepathy, short range telepathy, or something like that? I mean, you are from the future, right?
It is an advantage of the crab evolution, Blade. You can read your own mind.
Now,
Stop putting that up your ass in the afternoons. It actually makes the crab evolution go faster. So unless you want to take less lives, stop now.
No.
Yes, Bye.
Was that all in my head?
That was all in your head. You like looked off in the corner and I don't know what the fuck happened to you for a minute. We were talking about crab people and you just spaced out. That was weird.
Sorry. I haven't slept.
Anything you learned? Is it good?
Everybody turns into dickless crab people, and it seems like the future is bleak.
What the fuck are you drinking? Anyways.
The same thing you are.
Whoa. I feel like I shared a vision with you. So that one, like, I put
some peyote level shit.
No shit, right? So both of those I put in the same category of I just don't believe. Like, lizard people, crab people, like, that's one of those things that everybody's eventually supposedly going to get to anyways if you're like one of those evolutionary scientists, and if you do the research, it supposedly goes that way. Like, they said 13 species, bro. Like, 13 separate gene pools.
So you're more worried that they're not lizards, they're crabs.
No, it's both. Because, like, there's, like, so many
crab
species.
Lizards? Lizard crabs?
I think, like, it's one of those things that supposedly go one way or the other.
Now, I got a question here. Now, if a lizard turned into a crab, what would that be called? A crab lizard or a lizard crab?
Crab lizard.
Whoa. Okay.
A crizzard.
Now,
Crizzard.
What if a crab turned into a lizard? What would that be called?
A lab.
Why?
Because it's a lizard crab. Fuck you, Blade.
Dude, I'm trying to understand, alright?
There's nothing to understand here, okay? You stared in the corner, you started talking about dickless crabs, and now you're asking me about if a lizard and a crab merge. What is wrong with you?
I'm the degenerate extraordinaire. I gotta live up to my name.
Good job. I appreciate you every single day. I love you, baby girl. No, so yeah.
That's like what I do, baby.
So what's the next one? Because, yeah, both those I don't believe. I really don't believe. I believe if you want to say we eventually evolutionary end up as a crab or lizard, fine. Because, I mean, if you think about it, they regenerate. They can survive in crazy temperatures and conditions. It seems like one of those things that after a billion years we might be. So what's your third one? What's your next?
Get ready for this, guys. You know what it is. That the earth is flat.
Go fuck yourself. Next.
I agree. That shit is stupid as fuck. Let me tell you a story, baby.
Hold on. Like, there's literal flight plans planned by fucking like people that know the earth and know it's round. So you can go fuck yourself if you think it's flat. I'm sorry. I'm not one to talk down on a lot of people, but just go ahead and walk straight as long as you possibly can. And then when you fall off, go ahead and give me a phone call before you hit whatever. And then let me know. Go ahead, Blade.
So,
like, how the fuck is everything else round and we're not? Make that make sense. I'm sorry. This one actually bothers me. I don't know why you had to bring this one up. This is one of those dumb ones.
I didn't know this. I didn't know it bothered him.
But this is one of those dumb ones. Like, we have scientific proof. Oh, that's what they tell you. This ain't the fucking, like, where's our money going? The government shit. We're talking about living on a round rock. You tell me we live on a plate full of piss? All the water is just sitting there like a plate full of piss. There's just enough. You've literally able to dive down. So which means it's got to be a ginormous fucking plate to actually have depth to it. You understand what I'm saying, Blade? You can't. A basketball has depth and a core. A plate does not. And again, if one of our few fans as of right now are flat earthers, go fuck yourself. You can go away. I don't really care because I don't think this one's real. AJ Styles is the only real flat earther that I'd be like, give him a pass. And even then I'd be like, hey bro, I don't believe you. But that's one of those ones that's like, even whenever your fucking experiment to supposedly prove flat earth gets proven false, you still argue the fucking claim. Go fuck yourself, flat earth. Alright, what's next?
My God.
I'm sorry, bro. That one is one of those ones that just irritates me. That I haven't eaten the whiskey hit, but I can't stand that one. It's like, have some goddamn common sense. You look in the sky and you see shit's round. And you see different forms of the... Okay, think about the fucking moon, right? The moon has different craters on every side. Depending on where it's at, we have mapped the different sized craters and everything. Does the plate spin around? What the fuck are you trying to tell me? No, it's a sphere that rotates. There's a reason we don't always see everything. It's because we're moving around. But that's not because we're fucking flat. That is the dumbest shit. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Get to another one before I lose the fucking gasket.
James Nye, the science guy. My fucking God.
God damn. I think he had one similar to that where Bill Nye went off on flat earth. But it's like one of those things where it's like, dude... Like, common fucking sense. Like, if you want to argue life and death, if you want to argue heaven and hell, if you want to argue angels and afterlife, I'm all for it. Because there's science and energy never goes, and we've talked about that shit. Flat earth? Flat ass. Go fuck yourself. There's no way. That's the face I make when someone tries to explain flat earth to me. It's like that right there. You better just go on to the next one, bro. You have to. Hurry up.
No, I gotta do this now because I need to annoy you.
We got like 12 more minutes, so just keep that in mind.
Yeah, you're right. About 16.
Okay, that's good to know. All right, go.
Anyway, so I remember working at this one gun shop I was working at. Okay. They made great things and all that good stuff. But this one long-range shooter guy, sniper guy, right? So Sniper Guy was talking to me about how he believes in the flat earth, right?
Oh my God.
But he shoots at distance.
How are you a sniper and believe in flat earth?
Exactly. That's what I'm getting to.
They teach you about the bullet drop. What the fuck?
That's called the Coriolis effect, by the way.
And Coriolis means it drops down at a curve.
For the most part, yes. It follows the trajectory of what the Earth is doing and bullshit like that.
What does the Earth do, Blade?
It has gravity and it turns and moves.
And it curves.
And it moves, too.
And it fucking curves.
Yes, it moves. It rotates, if you will. And so this guy was talking to me about this, and I immediately in my brain, oh my fucking God, no way. And so I'm sitting here just going, like, I do not want to engage this shit because I am working. I don't want to deal with this.
Dude, I just unlocked it like an Xbox achievement, Rage on Flat Earth. I didn't realize this shit makes me this mad, but that is like one of those things.
I love this. I did this on purpose. This one was on purpose.
But he didn't. It was accidentally on purpose, and he hit a gold mine in a way. Like that's just one of those ones that just doesn't make sense to me, though. Like how? How do you really think this? So you mean to tell me the laws of nature and everything else, oh yeah, the moon is round, oh yeah, the sun is round, oh yeah, the planets are round, but we're flat. So everything else in the fucking universe follows the same cosmic laws, but we're special. Okay, so the Earth is riding the short bus down the galaxy. I get it. We have problems, but we're just like the rest. We're fucking round.
Okay, next topic.
Please.
My other favorite one is the...
Love you people.
Do you know the Dark Knight satellite?
Go ahead.
Do you not know?
No, I've never heard this one.
You've never heard this one?
Dark Knight Satellite. No,
Yes.
I'm curious. Go ahead. So what's the conspiracy?
There's been a conspiracy theory of NASA photos, like from space stations that we have upstairs.
Okay.
Upstairs, of course. Okay, we're calling it upstairs.
All right, so upstairs. Upstairs, right. I like that.
Upstairs.
That would go to the Big Brother theory, but yeah, go ahead. Upstairs.
Yeah, we'll keep going with that because that's very, very close to my beliefs. Anyway, so upstairs.
We're cosmic toys.
Yeah, we're sitting there. Anyway, so we're sitting here, and we're in sky, right?
Yeah.
Or upstairs, rather.
Yeah.
And they take photos of like the cresting of the sun coming over, just general scientific
the horizon.
science. Exactly.
Okay.
And
which proves that the Earth is round. Go ahead.
You will always see a little black dot that's kind of in a weird shape. I'll bring it up here in a second once I
I want to see it. Go ahead and pull that up for me while you're talking.
So it is.
Because I kind of.
It's a mysterious satellite that they pick up miles away.
But just minutes while the sun's rising horizon.
And they are never within focus, and it seems like it is moving.
Interesting. Yeah, let me see a picture of that, because I'm kind of curious. Because, I mean, there's supposedly so much space junk. I mean, I say supposedly just because I'm not an astrologist or whatever, but, like, there's supposedly so much space junk that it's, like, clouding our ozone layer and shit. So that one to me feels
that
very...
That is the thing. They call it space junk.
Yeah, space
junk. But it is rotating. I get it. I get that it's rotating because gravitational pull, right? Like just gravity in general. But within that, why the fuck hasn't it been pulled in?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, but don't sit there and tell me you're gonna argue flat Earth, bro.
No.
I'll reach across the table.
Fuck that noise.
I'll reach across the table and have to jack that jaw.
Boy, look at that. They fucking made some fucking high definition shit that's not real, and it looks like fucking.
I'm about to look at this, so you'll have to see the back of my sexy head, but that's just what it is.
Right there. Okay, that's high res shit right there.
So that's what they say they supposedly see or whatever? That's a satellite that they have no idea or whatever.
Yeah.
Dude, to me that just looks like a small like asteroid that entered orbit and never like was able to leave because it's not quite big enough or whatever, or it didn't have the momentum.
True.
It kind of just looks like floating space rock that hit. Like that one really feels like someone reaching for something to me. You know what I mean? Like without like a scientific backing of some sort. Like I feel like it's just.
I agree. A lot of people keep saying that it's a.
It looks like a giant space turd. Like how do we know that like some redneck alien RV just didn't do a disposal at a truck stop that they call Earth?
There it is. That's the one.
Okay, but I mean, what's the point? Like, it's not a person, so they're not trying to say it's a night, right?
So they're saying that it's either an ancient alien extraterrestrial thing,
okay,
or something's watching us.
Okay.
So that's my favorite conspiracy, because like, holy shit, really?
I would believe somebody's watching us over an extraterrestrial just in our orbit sitting there. Like,
I mean, it would still be an extraterrestrial.
But if you think about it,
I don't think.
Well, no, actually, now I think about it, it's like having a security officer that just sits there in one particular spot. So it's like, I guess there's a job like that for some people.
You're posted here, soldier.
Yeah, just tell us if anything happens. Nothing's happening. They ain't made it this far. Just sit here and tell us if something happens.
They keep killing themselves. I don't know what else to report.
Hey.
Oh, that one did a really big bomb.
What you got? Let me know.
Oh, there's a message there. So we'll keep on going for now.
So, you don't know how long.
Do you know any other conspiracy theories?
I mean, the general basic ones.
18 minutes.
You have 18 left?
18.
Okay, cool. So we can keep going a little bit. General conspiracy theories. Just, I mean, there's the the basic shit like the Illuminati and all that, which I believe. Whatever you want to call it, there is an organization or a group of people that run everything. I mean,
have you heard about this one?
What's that? Read it to me. I can't really see from the same.
The Denver International
Airport.
Airport.
Supposedly if you look at the blueprint highlight, it's like a swastika or some shit like that. It's some crazy shit like that.
Some crazy shit.
I mean, there's a lot of that. Like, I mean, we mentioned it in a previous episode. Again, go back and watch previous episodes. But Michael Jackson even slapped an Illuminati eye in a music video where they don't really care about us.
Yeah, I'm bad.
No, it's they don't really care about us is the name of the song. Yeah.
I just really love I'm Bad.
Well, I think there's something in there I've heard before, but I don't remember that one. But I know in the song They Don't Really Care About Us, he's walking down like a small little concrete stairway or whatever, like kind of in the alleyway.
Yeah, you mentioned that in an earlier episode.
Yeah, like I said, watch previous episodes. You know,
you were like, so bam, he smacks a wall and there's a triangle with an eyeball.
It's one of those things though, like, because if you watch the whole video, like he's dancing and doing his thing, but like when he hits that wall, it's
Falcon punch.
Yeah, like, he's really trying to fuck that wall up, you know, and so like I believe that, you know, like there is a higher order, and I believe there's a lot of fucking, you know, I don't believe it's as sinister as people like to say. But I believe it's one of those things where it's like somebody has to make the hard decisions. Where it's like, do you save the life of 10 or do you save the life of 10 million? And it's
the trolley dispute.
Yeah, like that. I think that's what it is. Where it's like somebody has to make that call. Like, and that's just the facts. You know what I'm saying? Do you let a country of 10,000 starve, or do you take funds from 10 billion? You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to choose the masses over the. And it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, when you have a heart and a moral, yeah, obviously everybody should eat equally. That's just not the way it works, though. Like, your land don't produce what our land produces. Yours produces something else, but you know, it's everybody has to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Is this making sense without coming across as a complete asshole?
Would you like to know my asshole thought?
All right, go ahead.
So, you know that trolley test I was telling you about, right? It's always like one person over here, and you have 5 people over here, and there's a train, and you pull the lever, and it kills either one person or 5 people, right?
Yeah.
My favorite part to do to people, like, okay, cool, you know that test, right? Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
It's somebody you know.
Well, you know how I like to trip it out on people?
Or it's 5 people you know. It's 6 people you know.
Yeah. Well, this is what I do to people.
5 of the closest people and 1 person that you really hate.
I'm going to do this to you.
Oh, no.
I'm going to do it to you.
All right.
The one is Alex, your fiance. Okay?
I really do love her.
And she's my sister.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? The other 5 are scientists that are each going to cure different types of cancer.
I'm selfish. I'm sorry.
I mean, if it was Steph,
Plus,
if it was Steph, it's the same. You know, I'm sorry.
Also, you ready for my dark thought?
Go ahead.
They ain't gonna fucking do it. You know why?
Money, Illuminati shit. Yeah.
Pharmaceutical companies don't want you to get cured.
That's one of the conspiracy, like big pharma. Yeah. I believe that 100%.
I do too. 100. I do too. It's obvious.
Yeah, I mean, it really is.
Me.
Just look at your insurance rates. Literally, just look at your insurance rates if you have to go to the doctor for an emergency. They are charging you out the fucking ass. You want to talk about conspiracy theories? That Main Street Festival I'm talking about, it's a fucking con job. Here's what they do, bro. They charge you $5 for a bucket of balls to play the little thing where you try to throw it in a little cup to get a goldfish. If you win the goldfish, then they turn around and be like, oh, well, you're going to need a bowl and food for it, huh? $11. So it's like, you pay money to win the damn thing. You win the fucking goldfish, and then next thing you know, you got to buy a fucking tank because you probably don't have a tank at home for a goldfish. You were just trying to play a damn game. That happened to me. Me and my daughter both hit it, and we had 2 goldfish that we all of a sudden had to decide, okay, fuck, we got to get a tank for and food. So we had to pay their $11 extortion fee. The fish will probably die tomorrow.
You could have said, nah, I got a bowl.
I mean, what am I going to do?
He's going to live in a fucking bowl until we get a bowl.
I mean, that's pretty shitty, bro. Like, I'm not going to do that to a living animal. You know, you almost wound up with 3 more cats, but I'll let Alex tell you that story.
Yeah, I know. She already told me. She already told me about that shit. Also, we have another cat out here that's pregnant, so it might have kittens. Heads up. Yeah. Hit me up in the comments as long as you don't try to sacrifice those kittens.
Oh, God. Because
I love cats.
There's another conspiracy for you. I'm trying to look at your time. What's your time now? Hello, sexy people.
Hey. Sorry, looking at numbers that I can't see.
Yeah, right.
Fucking 13?
Okay, cool. So I could just time that with my time so I know from now on, because I didn't do that with the last one. So once mine hits 67, we gotta stop, make sure it's done.
Yeah.
So yeah, so like that's one of those things. What's another one you got on that list?
Alright. Oh, this one is actually kind of freaking me the fuck out because I didn't know about this. That Disney created Frozen, right? The movie Frozen, let it go, let it go. Bullshit, right?
Right.
Building snowman and shit.
Right.
It was a conspiracy to distract the fact that, or not the fact, the theory that they froze Walt Disney's body long ago, and lots of people are looking up Walt Disney Frozen. Right? So what happens now when you look up Walt Disney Frozen? The movie Frozen comes up, and it's to distract motherfuckers from the actual, like, kind of conspiracy that...
supposedly, like, this would be getting close to the year he's supposed to be defrosted.
Yep.
Yeah, so
Yep.
that's interesting. That's
Yep.
actually a crazy one to think about.
I
Damn.
love that. I love
That
it
might-
so much that it's creepy.
That might be something, actually, now that I think about it, because, like, that is something where this is reaching, like, that 75-year period or 100-year
Yep.
period or whatever where he died. That
Is that why they keep releasing, like, oh, we have this from the Disney Vault. We're releasing this from the Disney Vault.
Dude,
the 100-year anniversary is going to be like we've released Walt Disney.
I believe Disney is, like, shrouded in fucking conspiracy shit. Because
Obviously.
supposedly he was, like, a complete Nazi, like, German dude or whatever, and he was, like, so, I mean, like, apparently in Alice in Wonderland and Fantasia, there's a bunch of scenes that say, like,
Yep.
kind of emphasize that point. But it's one of those things, like, that's kind of crazy because it is that around that age where he'd be defrosted. So I believe that one. So what's next? What you got next?
Okay. The next one that I thought was crazy, that Earth has been sucked into a black hole.
Okay, you got to read the basis of that theory for me so I can.
All right, so I didn't really. I can do that real quick if you make.
Let's just read it out loud for us both. What's it say?
It doesn't say a lot of good shit. It says the European Organization for Nuclear Research, CERN, if you will, is the heart of a lot of crazy conspiracy theories, including the belief that CERN discovered the Higgs boson in 2012. They inadvertently created a black hole and Earth was sucked into it. That is all it says.
All right, so let's just go off that right there. Let's not worry about any further research than that right there. Just so that based off that. So let's think about what happened. Look up events in 2012. I just want you to look up events of look up events of 2013. That's what I want you to look up. Events of 2013. Because this will tell me how crazy our reality will shift all of a sudden. If it's some cartoon bullshit, then we might have to think about that one. Like legit, you know. If all of a sudden it's, you know.
Okay, from left clockwise. Edward Snowden becomes internationally famous for leaking classified NSA wiretapping information.
Yep.
Typhoon Haiyan kills over 6,000 in the Philippines, Southeast Asia. The Rana Plaza collapse in Bangladesh kills 1,000 people. The streak from the, that's a hard word, Chelyabinsk meteor that rocketed across the ellipses.
Okay.
So it's at 2012. Let's hit 2012.
Oh, that was 2012 or 2013?
That was 2013.
Okay. So it's 2012, say. What's the big events? And the Eric Snowden thing is a big deal. That was about the wiretapping and the Patriot Act and all that shit.
Patriot
Yeah.
Act leak bullshit.
And that's a lot of crazy shit right there, too, if you think about it, where they try to say that they can listen to our phone calls for the sake of finding out if shit's terroristic. That's crazy.
Yep, and it's completely subjective because, well, that's not bad. It's a good thing.
What's that?
President Obama supports gay marriage.
I mean,
I don't know. I think they should pay taxes too.
I mean, if they want to be miserable like the rest of us married people, go ahead.
True that. We love you guys.
I mean, yeah, go. Like, with the gay marriage thing, I've always looked at it like this. Like, hey, go ahead, do whatever the fuck you want to do. Just don't bother me with it, you know?
True that. Do you. Don't hurt
just
people.
Do you. Don't hurt people and let me be me. You know? It's all good.
The Aurora shooting.
Damn, that was 2012.
Mm-hmm.
No shit.
Hurricane Isaac. I know, right? Do you feel old?
So look up 2011 then. Because, like, these are kind of the same realm of 2013. So if the black hole was supposedly discovered in 2012 and then it hit us, that makes sense. So what's 2011 big events? We graduated. At least my class. You were 1 year redder, yeah.
I was gone.
Losers graduated in 10.
You say that, but, you know, you guys are slow. 2011, a year slow.
I was supposed to graduate with y'all. It was just the fact I was born in October.
It's a good excuse.
This is the one I'm using.
Alright, I can't find anything about that.
So maybe that is true. Because all of a sudden there's a whole shit ton of crazy events about, you know, hurricanes and people dying and whatnot. So maybe.
Alright, where were we at? Alright, let's see. What was the other crazy one that we can end in? Oh, the Earth is hollow was kind of a thing.
I mean, like, even Kong kind of proved that in the movie. But like,
Oh, yeah, this is my other favorite one that we can end on.
okay.
That Prince Charles is a vampire.
I mean, so is Keanu Reeves. And find another one.
Well, it's not because of that.
I mean, but dude, they don't age. Like, their pictures and everything look the same. And if you go back in time in the English history, there's someone that always looks like Prince Charles.
Are you ready for this?
All right, go ahead.
Did you know that the Prince of Wales is related to Vlad the Impaler?
Yeah, I didn't know that, but that's just backs my point even more.
Did you also know...
That's like Vladimir Putin legit, like, well, I don't know about legit, but they said supposedly lived for, not Vladimir Putin, Rasputin apparently lived for like 200-something years.
He was a necromancer.
Yeah, like, just
dark magic.
And apparently they tried to kill him like 1,000,000 times and they just couldn't do it, you know what I'm saying?
You know what's funny as fuck? There's theories that it's actually body doubles, or that he actually was killed and it was the body doubles continuing it.
I mean, it's either or. You know, I even believe that some of this shit might have killed him in the moment, but like, we're, as far as their science at the time could have told you were dead, but like, you know how like there's even crazy movies where they shoot you up, it looks like for the most part you're dead or you're dying and then you pull through. So it's like it's like if I came to you and I stabbed you in the chest and you're and then you sit there and like you're kind of fade away, like, okay, he's got a faint heartbeat, but it's gonna stop, and I take you to a woods and drop you in the woods, and then all of a sudden you have iron will and decide to come back.
Hell yeah, that's the Revenant.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I believe in a lot of that shit like that. Like, if you really, like, I'm about to piss a lot of y'all off, but if you really want to say it, like, who's to say that, like, Jesus Christ didn't have some kind of, like, temporary toxin that put him in a coma and then he woke up? I mean, and that's just asking a question. I'm not doubting anybody's religion.
I got a whole thing about that I don't want to talk about on this episode, but...
No, we don't have time for this episode.
Of course not.
But that is a legit question. I mean, how do we know? You know what I'm saying?
Very true. I'm with you. I take everything with a grain of salt whenever they fucking give me conspiracy theories. It just makes me feel all tingly, is all.
So do you have one last fun one that we can end on? Or,
obviously, Bigfoot is real. Nazis had a secret base in Antarctica that were actually living in the
so the U.S. The U.S. has a secret base in Antarctica. Big deal.
Of course, Apollo 17 wasn't the last moon mission that we encountered aliens and all that good shit.
No shit.
Zombies can rise. Yeah.
That's proven in a country in Africa where they literally rose out the grave because of a parasitic bacteria in the head.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you'll have to do research on that. We'll talk about it another day. But supposedly they make someone walk like for 10 minutes or some shit.
Oh, this is retarded as fuck. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have used that word. This is stupid as fuck.
This is R as fuck.
A solar flare caused the Titanic to sink. That's dumb as fuck, but okay.
Okay. Unless you're trying to say that like the solar flare threw the GPS system off and they ran into the iceberg, but yeah.
Oh, this is a cool wild one. That Queen Elizabeth I was a man.
Interesting.
So, some believe that Queen Elizabeth I died as a child, and to prevent the end of the royal line, she was replaced with a young boy. And then they did the whole, snip, snip, keep him celibate kind of shit, And that's the theory of why they explain the whole chastity kind of thing.
That's interesting. I mean, that's
it's kind of wild, and it makes sense because that looks like a man.
That's one of those things where it's like, it's so far removed in history, and that's not something that was so commonplace that it's easy to believe could have happened. Because it can be like, hey, look, you're going to have to live your life as a woman. Sorry, bro. Like, we're not saying you got to get fucked, but you're going to have to live your life as a woman, as the queen or whatever.
Yeah.
Because you have
keep
to
the bloodline alive.
Yeah. Like, and so why can't I just be prince or king? Like, shut up. That's why. All right? Now go over there and be your fucking aunt and live the life. And
that's cool. Welcome to the monarchy, bitch.
Yeah. So, I mean... that's one of those ones that, like, it's so far removed that I can honestly believe. You know what I mean? So, yeah. I mean, and that's the thing. Is like, there's a whole void century of fucking, I say void century as a One Piece fan, but there's a whole void, like, years that we don't know nothing about history. At the end of the day, like, if me and you fought over this house and I whooped your ass and I took your house, I'm not going to talk about all the good things you did before I got here. It's all about what I did once I took it over. You know what I'm saying? Like,
history is determined by the victor.
By the victors. The winners always determine what the story's told. Like, that's just, even in sports, it doesn't matter how good of a fucking regular season, how much you fought for it, how much you were this and that. The champions is the champions. It doesn't fucking matter. You can look at the Lakers this year. The Lakers fought real hard to get into a spot and everything. They're about to get spot by the Nuggets.
Damn,
sorry, it is what it is.
Let's go, Nugs.
Yeah, I mean, they were last year's champions, but it's just, they beat them like 14 times.
Did they really?
Yeah, they were last year's NBA champions.
What?
But it's one of those things. This is
I haven't watched basketball in a minute, y'all.
I mean, they got a white boy, this ginormous center from Lithuania or Russia or whatever, that's just unstoppable.
That's not cool. You're a white boy yourself. That's self-hate.
I could say white boy. What's wrong with you?
A lot of things.
Okay. But yeah, it's one of those things. But it's just one of those things that, like, shit happens. What can you say? You know, but I think we should go ahead and wrap this one up for the day. You know,
yeah, that was a good little episode there.
Yeah, I mean, we got a few rants in. That was interesting.
Honestly, I mean, you got a rant. Well, yeah, we did kind of go on rants
we
here.
had a little bit of time in there for some rants.
That's pretty nice.
But hey, like, subscribe, tell your friends. Don't really give a shit. We just kind of do it for fun. But we hope we entertain you guys, and we hope we give you a smile or not. But that's been the episode.
I've been Blade, and I want to give a shout out to Jacob. Thank you for checking it out.
There you go.
Looking forward to other episodes.
There you go. And then I've been James, and once again Earl. But we'll catch you next time. Bye.
Kisses.